Konnichiwa, and welcome to the 212th podcast of the NC Rowan County Anime Group. My name is Robert Kyle, and co-president of this club. Today, I would like to talk about a whole bunch of different subjects, and first of all, the first subject I'm going to cover is I want to dedicate this podcast to the memory of Elisabeth Sladen. She sadly passed away this week due to a fight of cancer. Elisabeth Sladen played Sarah Jane Smith in the Doctor Who series, and she was a marvelous actress. She got along real well with her staff from what people have told me, and she's a wonderful person, and she will be missed. Also, too, we've had a bit of sad news. A good friend of mine has lost her brother due to an accident in the home. He fell and broke his neck, and I do want to give my deepest sympathies to Susan Howe at this time. And if there's anything I can do for you, Susan, please let me know. I remember meeting your brother one time, and he was a marvelous person. Right after Miss Cricket had passed away, and I did get a chance to talk to him for just a little bit, and I'm so sorry about your loss. Now, let me move on to another subject. Recently on the internet, I had seen a link and from actor Geogre Takei, who plays Sulu in the Star Trek movie. He is actually complaining about the casting of Akira. Now, Akira is a science fiction animated series. It was brought over here in the United States in the 1990s by Carl Masick and was played on the Sci-Fi Channel. Recommended age for Akira, I would say I wouldn't let anybody under the age of 16 see it. Akira is very violent, and it's very gritty anime. It's like what one person advertises. It's like a Blade Runner on acid, or in Disney World. I think was something what they said about Akira. So, like I said, the characters that George is complaining about them casting, they're not exactly what I would call perfect role models, not by a long shot. So I don't really know what the complaint is about. Now, I do know this for a fact that they did go, and the people who are producing the movie went to the creator of Akira and said, hey, we're having some problems here. We want to get Akira to a wider audience. Is there any way you can tone down the violence or rewrite the script a little bit? And he goes like, that's a challenge. I'll accept your challenge. And he is helping rewrite a different type of script from the Akira that he originally wrote, so it could pass our censors. So he's a very nice man as far as the creator. Now, like I said, I don't know why George is upset about this Takei, about this casting. Granted, these characters, like I said, they're not really what you would call role models, and Akira is a very gritty anime. I don't understand why anybody would want to really do Akira, but I guess because of the way you can do the cities and stuff, because Akira, the anime, does have that really wild shapes and everything. It's very futuristic and really has that gritty look. People kind of go for that type of story, which to say there's nothing wrong with it, but for me, I just don't. There's so many good animes that I would rather see done. Akira was not on my top 10 list. Now, let me move on to another subject. Recently, I had two friends tell me that they felt like anime over here in the United States has been in a decline section. Now, granted, there is evidence to back up what they say. We've had anime companies going out of business. We've had companies changing their names. We've had publishing cutting back as far as putting out an anime magazine. We're only down to one now. Where when I first started in 2003 running the NC Rowan County Anime Group, there was at least 2 or 3 magazines going. But that does not mean, not by a long shot, that anime fandom itself has been on the decline. If you go and you look at this attendance at, let's say, Animazement, and also to the last 2 years of Ichiban Con, you'll see that the attendance has been going up, not down. Also, too, there's been more events happening as far as anime here in North Carolina. Um, just this past Saturday, there was an event down at UNCC. There was an anime event down there. Before Ichiban Con 2, I was at an event called Charlotte Anime Day. And me and JR went down there and we did some podcasting. We even got it where you can watch a little clips of that small little event. So it seems like to me we're growing. Plus, too, there's a anime convention. I think it's in Wilmington, North Carolina, at the end of the year called Anawave. And before that convention, there's a small little event in Fayetteville, North Carolina called Library Con, which is basically targeted for young kids, and it's basically trying to introduce them to anime. So it seems like we're growing. It doesn't seem like we're shrinking as far as our events here in North Carolina, and we're finally getting up to par 4. Now, I have heard of some very big numbers at certain anime conventions, and even at Ichiban Con 2, when I was doing the last final panel, question and answer panel, this mother comes up. She went and also paid for her membership. She paid for her three daughters' membership to come in. So we're having more families coming into these anime conventions, which is a good thing. That doesn't mean you're dying. It means like you're going to increase. So what happens? My question I need to ask is, what happened to the anime fans of the 1970s, the 1980s, the 1990s, 2000 to 2010? Did they all just die? Usually, what I think is happening, this is my informed opinion, that you are going to be bringing in more fans. Right now, with not having really great shows over here in the United States that really don't add anything to your thought, anime to me seems like the best alternative right now to what we're lacking here in the United States, and I deeply believe in that. Well, our next event that we're going to be at will be May 7th. The NC Rowan County Anime Group is having a membership drive at the Comic Monstore on Free Comic Book Day. We are asking all cosplayers to please come out and support this event. Also, too, I'm still waiting to hear from Tim Will about the Asian Heritage Month picnic that we're supposed to have on May 14th, and then May 21st, meet us in front of the Books of Billion at 5 o'clock at 5:30. We're going over to a person's home to watch Title Line Blue. In June, we're going to be showing Cronus. That's the one that Cameron picked out. I'm still waiting to hear from JR about what we're going to be seeing in July. And in August, we're going to be having a display at the Rowan Public Library on anime. Well, I hope that you're doing well today, and I hope that you have a very good day. Goodbye.